everyone, Tiara here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks for tuning in. I am taking a break from my fall soaps today to do a restock, and that specific restock is a cookies and cream soap. First time I made this, I didn't record it. I was like, you guys don't want to see another cookies and cream soap. But I had mentioned it in another video and showed you like a bar that I had laying on the side, and the consensus was yes, please show us your version of cookies and cream soap. So I'm going to do that today. Hopefully I can make it look as good as the first batch did in my new mold. I have sold out of the cookies and cream soap, and doing a restock for me is it's like taking a break. Usually I don't record my restocks, but different story here. But it's weird remaking a soap that I've made before, because it's like, alright, I know how this is going to go, I know how it's going to look like. And it's kind of like, it's easy. It's an easy like break from new designs and new topics and videos. So a little different again here because I'm actually recording it, but this is the first time I've actually made a video where I've done a restock soap, in a sense. Anyway, let's get started and make a cookies and cream soap. Got my lye water, sodium lactate, and there's some buttermilk in here. I'm going to add some kaolin clay to this as well. And then I'm going to mix the two together. There's only 2 colors in this soap. It's fairly simple. Lots of activated charcoal in it as well, which I really like to use that as a natural coloring. So let me mix these two together. I'll give them a whirl with the kitchen vibrator, and then we're going to split these colors into this batter into 2 colors. Alright, very, very light trace. I'm going to do a drop swirl with this. Put this to the side. Okay. Base layer of the soap is going to be white. Drop swirl is going to be black. And just kind of like an accent, I suppose. I don't want too much in there. So into this big one, I have some distilled water and titanium dioxide. Add a little bit of that. And then into this little guy, I'm going to put some activated charcoal and mix them all up. Start with that and see where we get. Stuff is really, really messy. So I'm going to start with the light white color first. Alright, got a nice creamy color there, got a nice dark color over here. They're very contrasting. And one of my favorite things about this soap is a different additive that I put in here. They're called Vita Burst beads, and they also have the charcoal in them. And when you get them wet, they kind of just like burst, and they release more activated charcoal. And those I'm going to put into the white batter, and they kind of make, I guess, like a French vanilla bean looking design in the white soap. The fragrance I am using is a Cookies and Cream Pie fragrance oil from Wholesale Supplies Plus. And I chose this one because it only has 1% vanillin in it. So that's always a plus, that it's not going to discolor my soap too much. Has notes of, I think there's like rum and chocolate chip and vanilla in there. It smells really good. So I'm going to just split that into my soap batter here. I did put a little bit of, I've lost it. Where is it? probably in front of my face or not. Ah, here it is. I did put some vanilla color stabilizer in that, and that is going to hopefully counteract the discoloration. I think I put enough in there. Like I said, it was only 1%, so it's not that bad. The Vitaburst beads, I'm going to put about almost all of them in there. I'm going to save some of them for the piping and mix them into that. Alright, so let's start with a mold here. Let me get you guys in for a closer view. So I'm going to pour in all of the white. Does not look delicious. It almost looks like it could be like a vanilla bean pudding. I'm not going to scrape it. I'm going to save that for the top of it. And then I'm just going to pour in all of the black from up high. All around. Just like that. And then I'll scrape this out. And I'll pour in the rest of the white. And then I'll get the topping together. I love how simple this design is, but how delicious it still looks. Not much effort goes into it. 2 colors, 2 bowls, easy peasy. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape both of these bowls out, and then I'll bring you back for the icing. All right, so I've got some of my whipped topping, my soap topping. And I'm just gonna make some dollops all over this. It looks just like whipped cream. And I always forget to look at what tip I'm using. But I will leave the link down below where I got my tips. I just love how this looks on here. It looks just like whipped cream. Alright, so if you are new to my channel, I don't just make soap. It's the main thing I do on here. If that's why you're here, welcome. I also like to chat. I like to interact with everyone. I like to do a little vlogging, talk about, you know, my life, answer your guys' questions, and just kind of chit chat as I'm going here. And I had a story that happened to me over the weekend that I thought I just wanted to talk about. I just wanted to share. It was the strangest thing that ever happened. It had me all in like a bad mood. I was all, I don't know, emotional over it. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. Weddings. If you've ever been married and had a wedding, been to a wedding, or been in a wedding, maybe you can relate. But as much as you try and make the day as special as you can, I'm making a mess here, things don't always turn out perfect. In my opinion, in my experience, you try to make the day a dream come true, and there's always like something doesn't go right, or there's some kind of drama. For instance, my wedding, and this is something I look back now and I just kind of laugh at because it really is not that big of a deal in the scheme of things. My flower girl didn't want to walk down the aisle. Everyone else got down there, and I'm like, you gotta go. It'll be all right, I'm right behind you. She's like, but I want to walk down with you. And I'm like, no, you can't. And by the time I got her to stomp down the aisle, my song had ended before I was halfway down. Not that big of a deal. Some people have flower girls that cry. You know, there was other drama between family and friends in there as well. But in the end, I am married, I am happy, and I can just look back on that day, and I am quite happy with how it turned out. So, if you guys have any stories you'd like to share about weddings you've gone to where there was drama, or, you know, like in the movies where someone knocks over the wedding cake, you kind of have to laugh about it in the end, and just remember the good things. But I went to a wedding over the weekend. It was a Catholic wedding, so this does involve a little bit of religion in here, just throwing that out there. My friend got married, 10 a.m. Mass, wedding, Catholic. I was raised Catholic. Nothing against anyone. The bride couldn't have helped this happening. I don't even know if she knows about it or if I should even tell her about it, but I was a little upset. Not that it's my wedding, so it doesn't matter, but anyway, come on, Tiara, get with your story. I was raised Catholic. I went to all my classes throughout school. I did my Holy Communion. I did my Eucharist. You know, it might not have stuck so much nowadays. I might not be a very big believer in all of these religion things anymore. Nothing wrong with that. But I went to this mass, and what is the word I'm looking for? I went up for the communion. I did participate in that because, again, I did everything I needed to go and be able to go up and get communion. And so I went up for communion, and I came back and I sat down on my chair and continued on, or the pew with Bradley, and continued on with the wedding ceremony until the end, when we were respectfully letting everyone out, you know, everyone in the front, because we're in the back. You let all the pews go, you let the wedding party go, and we're standing there and it's happy, and the bride's father approaches me. Usually if someone's approaching you at a wedding, it's, "Hi, how you doing? Thanks for coming," you know, or "I'm so-and-so, nice to meet you, you look great," whatever it is. Well, he came up to me and he's looking me up and down. And he's like, "What'd you do with the communion host?" And I'm like, "What?" In all the commotion, I'm like, maybe I'm not hearing him right. But he's looking at me all over, like looking for what I did with the communion, the wafer, the whatever, the communion little crouton wafer thing that you go up there and get. The bread of Christ. And I'm like, I ate it? And he goes, "Oh, I was just making sure because I didn't see you put it in your mouth," and then walks away. And I'm like, what just happened there? Bradley was all upset. He's like, "What did he just say to you?" And he didn't want to go to the wedding reception. I was just had my feelings hurt because I'm like, it's none of your business. Two, don't you have other things to worry about at your daughter's wedding? And three, if it was any of your business, there are better ways to approach somebody and ask that question, if it means that much to you. Did he think I was going to put it in a scrapbook or something? I don't know. But I just thought it was the strangest thing. And then he just walked away from me. And all these things came to mind afterwards. Like, he's lucky it's his daughter's wedding. I didn't want to cause a scene. And it is what it is. It happened. And I just I tried to continue on with my day. But I was just so shook up about the whole thing. I was like, what is this guy's problem? I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know. But we didn't stay too long at the wedding reception. We just had this bad mojo going on and we weren't enjoying ourselves, and unfortunately he ruined our time. But, you know, I wish her all the best. And I don't know, maybe I just looked like I didn't belong there. Bradley didn't go up because he didn't go to church as a child. His parents didn't send him to classes and communion and Eucharist and all that stuff. So I don't know. It was weird. I wish her all the best though, and hopefully I never get to see that guy ever again. That's how I feel about it. Alright, back to soap making. For the embeds on this soap, I have, can't believe I got all that icing on there. It's a lot. I have some cookies, and I bought the mold off of Amazon, and I just used some clear melt and pour. And which way do I want to put them on? Maybe I want to turn it around. Oh, hello. Careful. turn them around this way and put them on this side. Like so. And now this is the first time I've made this soap in my 5-pound mold. I really like the look of it on the tall soap, little soap molds that are like taller than this one, but I thought I would try it out on this and see if I like it just as much. So let's stick our cookies in here. It smells so good. I don't know, guys. Am I wrong? I'm sorry. I'm still going on about this. It really did ruin my weekend. I shouldn't have let it get to me. But I'm like, don't you have other things to worry about? Seriously? You're asking me this? I was so offended. Alright. So, after I put these on, last time I made this, I did put a little shimmer on top. And I'll probably do that again. Trying to not push these in too hard and make the icing go the other direction. Okay, so shimmer. Some snowflake, sparkle shimmer from Brambleberry. Get that on there. And I thought very long and hard about what can I put on the soap to make it look like cookie crumbles. And I thought too hard about it because simple solution I came up with, and I really enjoyed the way it looked. I thought it was very realistic. I've got some salts in some activated charcoal. Make sure you guys can see everything okay. Let's see. Yeah, you're good. And I mixed them up with some activated charcoal, and I'm just going to sprinkle them on the top of the soap, like so. And they really do look like little cookie crumbles. If you have black sea salt, you can use that just as well. More activated charcoal for this soap. Alright, that is it. I love this soap design, and there's a reason why I've done a restock of it, because I like it so much. A lot of my soaps are limited edition, so I don't always do a restock of them. But this one, it just sold so well, smells so good, and looks so good that I thought I'd do a restock. So I'm going to let this sit for 24 hours, and then I'll come back and we'll cut it. I think I should probably cut this on its side. We'll see.
Let's find out
what it looks like. Why is that so yellow?
Got a little yellow.
What's up with that? I'm not cool with that. I also think I like the taller mold better than the short mold.
I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried out this mold, and then just to see if I like the shorter look of the bar or the taller look. But
I think it works for the Oreo though.
yeah?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start doing them all in the taller.
Really?
Yeah. So I went to the grocery store yesterday, and they had this display of Oreo cookies. And guess what the new flavor is now?
What's that?
Think of a flavor that comes to mind, and it's probably an Oreo cookie right now.
Pumpkin.
No, we're not there yet.
Oh.
There was Rocky Road.
Rocky Road.
There was Cherry Cola.
Ooh.
I like my soda and my cookies separate.
I agree. I can't imagine a soda cookie.
There was Strawberry Shortcake. It's kind of like that ice cream that's like the pink and the white cookie crumble all over it.
Yeah, it's like a it's a cheesecake
There's
crumble,
all
right?
kinds of flavors of Oreos nowadays.
It's crazy.
Who would have knew?
Who done it?
That kettle corn flavor was really good though. We don't eat cookies in this house like that. But
No, I don't actually really like cookies like that.
when I went to the store and saw they had a kettle corn flavored Oreo, I think I bought about 2 or 3 bags of it and took them into work and told everyone how delicious they were. And everyone else thought they were too. It's really weird. It was like a sweet, buttery Oreo cookie.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Oh my god, it was really good. That flavor I liked. Interesting swirlies in there. Alright. So yeah, next time I restock this, I'm going to put it back in the taller mold. I like it better that way. And it looks like a milkshake, I guess, when it's in the taller mold.
You're totally right. An Oreo milkshake. Cookies and cream milkshake.
Yeah. Anyway. I really like that swirl that's going on in there.
That swirl is killer. Look at that.
I haven't decided when the next release date is going to be after the fall soaps. But once I do figure it out, I will leave it in the description box. Ooh, come on. There we go. And you guys can catch these in the restock. Back in the Etsy shop they go. They smell really good. I'm glad we ate before I started cutting these. Now I want dessert. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that little notification bell for notifications of when I upload new videos.
That's right.
Any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comment section down below. And until next time, have a very nice day, and I'll smell you later.